Well, welcome back to Dobbo's Fishing Adventures. And as you can tell, with a shelter, I must be on the beach somewhere. Well, it's giving more wind than what I was anticipating. It was going to be a bit windy, but I wasn't expecting probably a 5 to 6 blowing. Bit of a struggle to get the shelter up in this wind, but I've done it. And it's my favourite spot that I love fishing, to be fair. I'm going to struggle tonight, I think. Doesn't seem to be too much weed in the water. There's a little bit, but with the amount of sea that's running, I've got a feeling I'm soon going to get loaded up with weed, but hey ho, it is what it is. But anyway, let's turn you around and let's have a look. Bit of a giveaway, this one. There you go. Hordle cliffs. Yeah, like I said, they were giving wind, but I wasn't expecting quite as much as this. When I got to the car park, I could hear the sea. And I'm thinking, oh god, here we go. And then as soon as I got to the top of the cliff and had a look over, I thought, oh god. Oh well, it is what it is. To be fair, I was, been really keen to get back on the shore. I'm going to do a sole trip tomorrow night on the boat. As I said, I don't normally do 2 trips a week, but I managed to wing it, so happy days. And as you can see, it's Hordle cliffs. I've got plenty of wrigglers sand eels and some wrigglers mackerel, and thanks to Brendan again, he's sent me some more this week, so that was kind of him. I've still got loads, but yeah, you can never have enough. So yeah, so later I'll do the usual double squid and so yeah, so sorry about that. Double sand eel and a strip of squid, and that'll be on a start right rig body up and over or hangover. So I will put that out a bit later, but in the meantime I think I'm gonna put not a whole squid on, but pretty much a whole squid. And well, no, yeah, sorry, they're quite small squid. I'm gonna put a whole squid on another hangover start right rig body, and just do a little close-in cast. You all know I'm not too fussed about bass, but these conditions here are absolutely peach for a bass, so it might be worth having a go. Or I might put a strip of mackerel on, either or, not sure yet. But yeah, so there we go. So that's where I am, Hordle cliffs for the evening, stroke into the night. Luckily it's just starting to get a little bit darker in the evenings earlier, so that's even better. So you don't have to sit and wait until sort of like 9:45, 10 o'clock before it's dark, before, if you're struggling, then as soon as the sun goes down, you will get a few fish hopefully, so tickety boo. So that's the plan of attack. I've just done one cast now with a 2-hook loop, start right rig body, and with ragworm, bit of scratching, size 2 Sakumas, and let's see what happens. Bring it on. Right, just going to do my first bait check. It's cut short a little bit because I think I have actually dragged, so I might have that horrible dreaded weed on, but we'll soon see. Just hope I'm not snagged. Trouble is, once you drag, it can push you into a snag, so. Oh, this doesn't bode well. Oh, it's coming. That horrible green weeds on the line there. I knew this was going to be a nightmare. And I'll put me, get you down there, my Penn 515 mag bores on, purely for the ratio. Got a big lump of weed here, that's why I pulled out. And that's the problem, you see, I've got weed on the line there, but the line is still well out there, so this is the problem. Look at that. No fish. A ton of weed on the leader. So yeah, so this is going to be what's going to be happening all night. Not good. Right, let's have another go and get it back out there. Do you know, sometimes you think, what am I doing here? Well, it's one of those occasions. I knew the weed with this wind was going to be a nightmare, and it is. But so I'm thinking, well, I shall give it a little bit longer. Obviously high water's around, I think about 8 o'clock-ish, and I'll just play it by ear. But I'm just going to do another bait check. I've got tons of weed on it. Trouble is, I can't really do too short of bait checks. So much weed on there. I wouldn't mind if I got a fish in amongst all the weed, but oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Look at all that weed. Very depressing. See what I mean? The Dobbs is struggling. Better get the other one in. Won't bother waiting around for that. I'll get this one in now. And then have a think what I'm going to be doing. Oh God, am I snagged? Could be. God, there's some weed on there. There is some weed on there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear the tip ring there. That was struggling. Look at that. Terrible. Right, let's have a think. Well, it seems like that weed's slightly eased up as the tide has approached high water. So, but one thing is, I'm not leaving it any longer than sort of like 20-25 minutes now for bait checks. Any longer than that, and you do run the risk of quite a lot of weed getting on there. So that's what I seem to be doing. The last couple of casts I've done, the bait has actually come in gone, so there could be something there could be a few crabs, but it just gives you a little bit of hope, a glimmer of hope there might be something there. So just perseverance. But yeah, it was very depressing earlier with the amount of weed I was getting, but then I was leaving it sort of like 30 to 40 minutes. So quick change of tact, and I think I'm just a limit. It's still getting weed, don't get me wrong, there's still weed there, still quite a bit of weed there, but nothing. If I leave it over 25 minutes, it's a pain. But the other one I have just recast out, I've gone in a little bit closer, whole squid, lashed down with the old whipping, and I haven't gone too far with that, maybe 50 yards. So, and that seems to be holding there nicely. So it's definitely, the weed is out there. And it seems to be more in the sort of like, because where you've got that bar that runs along there, so to speak, it's churning it up. The closer in, there seems to be a little bit less weed. So let's try for a bass with something close in. And the 2-hook loop is further out with worms. So that's all we can do, is just sit back and wait. But yeah, just keep the bait check going more regular. I've certainly learnt that lesson. Right, let's have another bait check. Hopefully not too much weed. Like I said earlier, I'm kind of sussing it now to get a decent chance. Like literally that hasn't really got too much weed, so there's a little bit there, but nothing like it was. And that's one thing that's going to be this evening. I'm not really going to tell if I have got anything on there. Little bit of weed there coming up the line. Obviously I'm going to get weed on the leader, which I can see straight away. But nothing compared to what it was earlier. Almost like little and often. There we go, weed on the bottom, on the rig. Look at that, actually wound through the tip ring then. Now that type of weed I can cope with. But there we go, right. Let's get her back out there. Happy days. I thought that wind had eased up half hour ago, but don't think it has. Well, the weed has certainly died down a bit. I mean, I'm just managing to fish nicely now, but just not going over the 25-minute bait check. Keeping strictly to that, and it's it is fishable on 25 minutes. Anything longer and it gets a little bit iffy. Still nothing yet though, but still got plenty of time. Bit of weed, but not too bad with that. Happy days. Well, that time again for another bait check. The wind has fractionally eased. The weed's not horrendous now. It looks very fishy, but it might look fishy. Doesn't mean there's any there. Right, let's do this. No, nothing on here. I'm just hoping the bigger baits might do better later. Nope. Tiny bit of weed, I can cope with that. Nope. Right, let's get it back out there. Got to keep plugging away. Well, it's now pretty much dark. So I'm just going to do the first check of sort of like the darkness cast and see what happens, but the weed is practically non-existent now, so there's no excuses now. Well, who knows, I could blank. It'll be the first time in, well, I can't even remember the last time I blanked, so who knows. Let's have a look. Once again, it doesn't feel like anything. Bit of weed maybe. leader maybe. Certainly sliding like weed, so there's definitely a bit of weed there. Oh, I've got a fish. It doesn't look big, but there's something there. Saved by a bass. Oh dear. As I say, I don't do blanks. Sometimes you just got to ring the changes, and you will get out of it. There we go, little schoolie. Quite amazing how one little tiny fish can just cheer you up. Still, it's a tad early still, so there we go. I got out of that one, didn't I? Oh dear. And there we go. A blank saver. Still, a little bit of time to go, so you never know. Right, as always, let's get it back out there. Right, going to check the fish bait. So this one's got an up and over with a hangover clip. Quite a short one this is. Just thought it might aid my casting a bit in this wind, so I've only got like a short up and over. And this one's got a squid and mackerel wrap, and the next one's got a hangover start right rig body with double sand eel, double wrigglers sand eel. Nope, nothing on there. I can tell if there's nothing on there. I won't mess around winding it in slowly. I know there's nothing there. No point in wasting time. Get it in, get it out. I'm pleased I brought me Penn Mag 4s. Definitely with a 6-to-1 retrieve. Has certainly made it a bit easier, especially to handle that little bit of weed that was there earlier. And also, as I say, the last, there you go, that's the rig. Yeah, so the last couple of trips I have noticed it been snaggy, so I thought rest me TSRs and get the Penn Mag 4s out. Let's have a look. So there we go, a nice double sand eel bait, Sakuma mantas on the hangover start right by Trident. So happy days, right? Let's get it back out. Oh, kind of slack line there. I just looked up and the tip was straight, and it's only been out a few minutes, so don't know if it's there still or not. Don't know. Certainly something in it, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was a bass. think I'll leave that just to be on the safe side. I mean, if it was a ray, it would be constantly going slack, but no, I reckon that was a bass that hit that. Literally had been out there just a few minutes. I just sat back on my seat box, and then literally 5 minutes later I just looked up and bang, as you just saw, loads of slack there, so don't know. I'll leave it. The double sand eel was well wrapped on, so it's probably still there, the bait. Happy days, decent bite, could be something there. Right, just going to have a check on the worm rod. That good bite didn't come to anything, so I've left it there. But certainly a check with that worm rod now. No, that doesn't feel promising. Nah, nothing on there. I mean, as I say, it's fishable, well fishable now. That weed certainly isn't too bad. Nope. Right, let's get it back out there. So I think I'm just gonna check that one that had that good bite on it earlier. Probably nothing on there. Oh, a little bit of weight there on the strike. A bit of weight there, but not doing a lot. Maybe a doggy, I don't know. No, maybe not. No, wherever it was, I think it may have just come off then. No, it doesn't feel like anything there now. Or is there something there? If it is, it feels like it's swimming in with me. In the tide there now, a bit of weed maybe. Oh, there's something. Is there something there? Oh well, it's a little strap. That's alright, it's a fish, isn't it? Not what I want by a long chalk, but get that leader knot over. But after the first 3 hours of struggling here with all that weed, I'll take anything. Right, I'll get that off in a minute. It's not going to be easy. You swallow the hook by the looks of it, but second up and over with the double sand eel. Right, let's get it back out. I'm starting to get a few bites now. This one's been bouncing away, the old worm rod, so I won't leave it until the end. Let's have a look. Might be something now, not quite sure. No, maybe not. something there. Nothing big, but there's a little bit of weight there. Hopefully not weed. No, there's nothing on the leader. I think I might have something here, I'm not sure. No. That's a bummer. Definitely had some good bites on that. Right, let's get it back out there. Well, that's me done. It's just gone midnight. I'm happy to call that it. Seen a couple of little rattles, but yeah. No, nothing on there either. As I say, the first 3.5 hours I struggled. That weed became a nightmare. To be fair now, tide's on the ebb, well on the ebb, and weed's just starting to pick up a little bit more floating around out there now. Now that tide's running. Still, I didn't blank. That was the main thing. Nope. Right, I'm going to pack that one up and then bring that last one in. Well, that's it. That's both my rods are in now. Not too much to clear away and pack away. Don't forget, take your rubbish home. No excuses to leave it. Bins are everywhere, aren't they, really? Yeah, well, I have to say, that was hard going. I struggled on that one, those first 3.5 hours. Then I sussed to drop it to like to a 20-25 minute bait check, and that eliminated quite a bit of the weed, to be fair, just a little bit. But if the fish aren't there, you really don't want to be doing sort of like a 20-25 minute bait check. You know, you want to leave it a bit longer, but I had no choice. Otherwise it weren't worth casting. So there we go. I had that one bite, missed that, one little scrap eel and one bass. Well, I've had better days, but it is what it is. Yeah, well, gonna say, I hope you enjoyed it. Bit of a struggle session. Gonna pack up slowly now. It's gone midnight, and a nice chilled out drive home. But no, happy days. Thank you for the support as always. I appreciate it. The channel's absolutely flying. If you can hit the like button and press subscribe if you haven't already done so, that would be fantastic. As I say, tomorrow night I am looking at us going back out in the boat for the sole. It was always planned to do two trips this weekend. As I say, I don't normally do that, you know, one's more than enough sort of thing. I'm happy with one. No point just going out there just fishing all the time sort of thing, filming, you know. You just, well, just do the one, that's more than good enough. But yeah, so happy days. So this weekend, as I say, sole fishing tomorrow night. Bring it on. Let's hope I'll carry on like I have done for the last couple of trips. Happy days. Right, let's pack up and get out of here. And as I say, bon jour.